Not Conan. Again, I was so young when those movies came out. I just knew it was the dude with the big sword. Whoops. Good block. I love the way they design loops only. All right, that's back in circle. So if we get a clue, he's supposed to jump out. Shout out to Cluminati 017, by the way. All right, winning only with sweeps.
There's always a way.
Hey, it's Chris. What's all right? One. So much for very easy.
What's your profanity?
Good night, son. Dang. Come on, one more taunt. What is my Spotify name? It is not Conan. Again, I was so young when those movies came out. I just knew it was the dude with the big sword. Whoops. Good block. I love the way they design loops only. All right, that's back in circle. So if we get a clue, he's supposed to jump out. Shout out to Cluminati 017. Yo, what's going on, selectors, man? There it goes. What's up, selectors? Super excited to have you guys. Matter of fact, so excited that I had preemptively switched to that camera. What's going on, selectors? Shout out to Ultimate early in the chat. It's an alternative version of Umaga coming to 2K24. That's so fire. Shout out to RL, who was already in the chat as well. Both of those selectors are
Approved.
approved. Hopefully everything's sounding right. Elgato updated the new wavelength. I wanted to give it a shot tonight and updated, and of course it broke everything. So that being said, I should sound better. Should. You guys let me know. Lots of good stuff coming up, man. We are going to break down two, not four, but two kind of teasers and reactions to Fantastic Four. Yes, the new Fantastic Four movie. I'm super excited for this. I was going to do this at the start. I had everything prepped and ready. The screenshot, let's see, screenshot for YouTube's gonna be here, up there for TikTok. Everything was prepped and ready. Had my alarm set, and around 2 o'clock in the morning, my daughter was just not feeling good at all. And shout out to my wife, shout out to my daughter, who, you know, they worked through it, but that kind of threw me off, man. I didn't know what time it was. And so they were kind of figuring that out while I was kind of in this restless kind of sleep thing. And I just didn't think it was appropriate, right? My daughter comes first. And so when she finally got to sleep, like I said, around 4 o'clock, when this trailer dropped, I was like, there's no way I'm going to go downstairs and be loud and wake her up. So here we are, right? Normally Elmo 172331, shout out to Elmo, is streaming tonight. But tonight, I'm going to be breaking down the Fantastic Four trailers for you. And again, sincerely, I apologize for being late on this. But like I said, I was even going to try and do it like right before work. And I was like, nah, we're not even going to rush it. We're not even going to rush it. So appreciate you guys for understanding. RL, thank you for that. And yeah, it is time to
choose your destiny.
Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you're over on TikTok, please come over and follow us on Twitch or on YouTube. We're close to partnering on Twitch. So if you guys would come over and watch on there, it helps us out tremendously. linktr.ee/select screen or just linktree/select screen. Yeah, man. I'm excited for this. I have not seen anything on it other than a peep of the, I guess it was the pre-teaser. So I saw a little bit of that, and we're gonna pause this break. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Like, I saw it, and I was like, okay, so it is real. It is coming out tomorrow. RL then sent it to me and verified. Clue did as well. Shout out to Clue. And once I had those sources verified, I was like, all right, bet. Like, we can go ahead and start prepping for this. And like I said, bro, we were ready. But shout out to my daughter, like I said.
Hello, baby. Did you miss me?
So, let's jump into this thing, man. I know I'm ready. I know you're ready. Hit that like button, subscribe, share this stream with somebody, man. Let them know that we're out here doing this. Got a goal of, I believe, 600 selectors by the end of the year. So we're already well on our way. All right, let's jump into this. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's go. All right. First things first is this was the first, I believe this is just the teaser. Yeah. So this was announcing that it was coming out this morning. It was like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock my time. And let's see, can we go? I thought I had prepped a full screen. Let's see what this looks like for just a second. Give me a shot. Yeah. Let's try something different. All right. You guys have probably seen this already, right? But I'm going to react to it for the first time. And yeah, here we go. So this is the Fantastic Four First Steps official teaser trailer. I think announcement trailer is what this was called. Bet. All right. Cool. I see why that got everybody hyped. For me, that's like a 7. It's like a 7. Cool, giving us kind of a vibe check more than anything. We won't play it again, other than we'll just kind of break down. Do we see anything crazy? Let's look in. I'm sure there's something in one of these screens. Let's see. I want to mute this. A second, go around here. Let's see. Throw a jam on, and let's see if we can't find anything in here that might help us. All right, so looking at this, first of all, it tells us like what time period. So what is this? Is this the 50s? I don't know. I might be way off on that. Ara said at 7-7, what trash listen to the fake laughter from the kids? It definitely is 80 yard in there. But what do we got here? What do we got here? So we got, obviously, their rocket ship taking off. So they've already become the Fantastic Four, right? The logo. I can't tell what that is. What is that? I can't tell what that is. I have no idea what that is. But yeah, definitely fake laughter. I think the point that they're trying to make with this little thing is that they're family friendly, you know. What era is this? Anybody know what era this is? There would be a lot more sound if it was real. So obviously there's additional sound. I think again what they're trying to show is this is not the same world, obviously, that we're used to and familiar with. So, all right, I get it. I got it. Cool. I mean, that was really just to the 60s. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, RL. So the 60s, it's got a 60s vibe though. I like the vibe. Yeah, I mean they're window shopping. There's not much more to that, right? It was just to say, hey, the trailer is tomorrow officially. Because I know the scoopters, the people who do the scoops, they were hyped. They were all hyped, and it's happening tomorrow. Which again, I get it. It's Fantastic Four Day technically. I feel like you just wait till Sunday though. I don't know. That's just me. All right, let's see what's up here. This is the official trailer, minute 37 seconds. Not extremely long at all. But trailer, the first teaser thing, I'm gonna give it a 7. Hope you feel better. Arl said, yeah, they should have waited till Sunday. Yeah, I don't know. And then early in the morning, like, chill. All right, anyway.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week.
Okay.
Sunday at 7, on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Herbie, how's that sauce coming?
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
Okay. Okay, is this guy good or what? I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip, okay?
T-5.
Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock. The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
And Johnny never caught fire.
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together. As a family.
Presented in Fantastic Vision. Is that in Fantastic Vision? That is hilarious to me. Hilarious.
Perfect.
July 25th. Okay. So let's talk about it. RO said a B minus. I'm gonna go a little bit higher. I'm gonna go with the B. I feel like this trailer could have been. I don't think this trailer could have knocked me off my feet, right? Unless Robert Downey Jr. came out. But the one thing I wanted from this trailer was a glimpse at officially looking at Galactus. Galactus is one of my favorite villains as far as the whole MCU. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the B. Because it didn't disappoint. So let's hop back to the J. Let's talk about the look. The 60s, I think they got that right. Earl said that's why the official trailer is going to be fire. Yeah. No pun intended. I like the look of everything. I really do. With, don't hate me on this, I don't like the casting of Invisible Woman. I was hoping that I was going to just wait and be surprised and be like, okay, yeah. From what I just saw, and I thought as well that I wasn't gonna like Pedro as Mr. Fantastic, but I actually like where he's going. I don't like her as Sue. I'm not seeing Sue. And that's crazy because people are going to say, you like Jessica Alba better? I don't know. That was just my first impression. We're on first impressions right now. Baxter Building. Let's talk about that. Baxter Building.
Perfect.
I think the Baxter Building is dope. I think that looks really, really great. Really, really great. Arl says this film needs to be an A+ when it's in theaters. Yeah, or really just be a palate cleanser. If it cleans the palate, if it resets things, then I'm okay. First look at Herbie. I think it's cool. I don't know too much about him other than what I've researched recently. I'm not a huge Fantastic Four fan, you know, and of course they didn't use him in the old school movies, so. But our first look at Ben, come on, bro. Ben looks right out of the comics. Ben's getting a toasty for that one. Toasty! I think Ben looks legit. That is the thing right there. I'm digging the costumes too. I really am. I'm digging the costumes. I'm glad they went for the blue. It's working. It's really working with the Fantastic Four costume. Now, as RL said, the sound design of Ben, when he claps here, you can hear him something like a pile of rocks. There we go. Much better sound design. So we can kind of forget about that first tease trailer not having good sound design because it was just a tease for a teaser. I love that it's eyes, but it's not eyes here. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. I'm digging that. Now again, what are we seeing here? He's working that the chalkboard, right? Making sure that his calculations are right. I'm with that. Nothing that we can really see. But then this is obviously, I think this is their second time going to space. No, this has to be their first time. So I'm wondering if this is going to be like Reed recalling, you know what I mean? And looking back at, like, okay, last time you weren't on fire. Now things are different when we go back up there. Kind of an old real kind of look thing. What did I call him? Herbie. Neither past Fantastic Four movie mentioned or seen her. What did I call him? I thought it was something else. Is it Herbie? Like I said, I know very little. Is it Herbie? What did I call him? When I think of Herbie, I think of the old beetle, the love bug. Oh, but isn't it an acronym though? HERBIE. Maybe that's what it is. I have to look that up. Is it Herbie? Yeah. Okay, Herbie. That's right. I forgot what I called which is crazy because I wonder when that Herbie movie came out. I wonder if it's around that time. Arl said, we didn't get to see Silver Surfer Sue and Reed in action. I think they got to play that close to the chest because if Silver Surfer looks bad, she's going to get a huge internet, comment section. All right, so here, what I'm a little nervous about is look how dark this movie is. Like, that's not my screen. Like, this is dark. And I don't mean dark like scary, dark like Batman. I mean, like, I can't see what's going on here. I had to literally turn up my prompter brightness to see. Yeah, that's bright as it can go. So that's a little concerning to me. I mean, in theaters, maybe it'll just be fine, but that's concerning. I want to be able to see what's going on. Now, a little bit of the love triangle. No, I think he just found her. Look at the thing dressed up, bro, in the suit and tie. Let's go. My man looking dapper, bro. Looking dapper. Looking good. Hear me out. What if we do get a Hulk versus Wolverine? And in that Hulk versus Wolverine, the first person to try and stop Hulk is actually the Thing. Just saying. That would be pretty awesome. Or
You will suck.
I mean, maybe it's just a pipe dream. But I would like to see them face off. But thing is, how do we feel about the size of him? I feel like he's a little small, right? When we compare him to a human being, and then we compare him to Hulk. And Hulk, I know Hulk is big, I get it. But I thought he was going to be like, when we look at how does it go? The Fantastic Four, but it was the number 4 in there. That version of the Thing was, he was pretty large. There we go. I love the spacesuits. You know what I think, RL? Honestly, this is gonna win people over because it's gonna have some charm to it. And notice again, we're watching this as Reed's watching it, so I think that's how we're gonna get the backstory. Herbie, humanoid experimental robot, B-type integrated electronics. There is also a Hubert hyper electronic brain employing randomized tracing. Holy buckets, man. Compare the Thing to the past two things. I feel like he's more comic accurate in the way he looks, but I don't know necessarily in size. I got to look at that more as we go along in the trailer. My thought is he looks undersized. He's like an undersized linebacker. Who said, RL says, I don't like the hair being blonde on Johnny. All right, let's take a look at that. Oh, that in the reflection of that was kind of a nice shot. I missed that. So if you notice right in here, there it is. The Thing kind of frowning. See, what I do like here is that they're already setting up that his internal battle of not being able to look like he used to look is going to affect him. I felt like they got over that too early in the other movies. And then the one before this, they didn't even... He's like, Reed, he made me look like this. And then it was like over. Okay. Is this Johnny? Again, just looking at him, I gotta agree with RL. The hair looks kind of goofy. But again, we have to remember this is the 1960s. Right? So I think their parents are going to kind of be like Captain America in the sense that eventually they'll be in modern times and their overall look will become better or what we're used to. But I'm more worried about visual effects right now more than anything. And I mean, if they can't do Human Torch by now, I think they're okay. I mean, they did it really well, obviously, in Deadpool. So they should have this down by now. This is what, the 1, 2, 3, 4th time they've done it? Aha. Another thing that it bothered me with Hulk, but it doesn't bother me with the thing is the thing wearing normal clothes. Again, in that Fantastic Four, or Four-tastic Four, I think is how it goes. It was weird that he just never wore clothes. Like, he's just rocks, and it was just, he's just rocks. So I like that they're going to try and humanize him because he is human. I like the idea. I like it, Picasso.
Okay, I like it, Picasso.
That must be his soon-to-be fiance. Again, is this Johnny? Taking off here. This is what I was talking about. I don't love this. I don't love this. It looks like, to me, the effect, the way she looks, the costume, everything, it reminds me of who was the villain in Ant-Man 2 that she's going to be in the Thunderbolts. I'm going to call her Phage. Ghost, right? It looks like that to me. Now, Fantastic Four comics. Okay. I mean, the pose is right. I think the pose is there. But I don't know if I like the effect. We didn't get to see Johnny and Ben together. You're right, RL. What do you think about the fire coming from the sky and Galactus from behind that? I know you're talking about. Okay, yeah. Is it Ghost? Let's see. Who in the Thunderbolts? I mean, it's been so long. They haven't had her in anything else. Ava Star. Alexi John. Ava Star. Yeah, Ghost. Okay, yeah. Who said, plus that the 1960s of the Baxter building may not be the same where the other Baxter building is being constructed in Spider-Man. Is that what it's going to be? I mean, that's what that clue was, right? We can't wait for you to see what's up next or something like that. Which they may have set up Spidey in his future foundation where it may not be comic related because Johnny dies. Another one shows Johnny's crying because of his ability gone. I would love to see that future foundation Spider-Man suit. That would be really, really dope. I really like that suit a lot. That's one of the only alternates that I like. But we got to get the what is it? The Fantastic Bagman. I want to see that too. Arl said, I don't think we can judge that screen caption Sue trying to use her back. And you're right. In motion. That's a weird. I don't know. I'm hoping that looks better. I'm just saying my initial impression of that was like, ugh. I didn't love that. Hey, and you know what it is? I know what it is now. She's looking at the camera. It's one of those, do you guys remember in Endgame when the Russo's brothers, one of the Russo's sons, I think, looks right into the camera? It's eerie. It's like when Scarlet Witch does it in Multiverse of Madness. It's just like she's talking, and then all of a sudden it's like, hello. And it's not like Deadpool, where Deadpool's like, hey, get me out of this movie. It's very much like, hello. It's just unnerving. It's unnerving. And I don't want to be with this movie. I do not want anything scary. I don't want anything unnerving. I want my kids to see this and go, I like the Fantastic Four. That's what it really needs. They've got time. If I had one critique, that's the shot I would critique. Johnny going up. Yeah, is he losing his powers there? Here we go. Arl was talking about, how do I feel about the fire coming from the sky? I mean, we've seen it 1,000 times, right? Do you need to see Doom in the next trailer, or does Regis need to reference him by name in upcoming trailers? I don't think you say anything about Doom. The real fans know. Everybody else, I don't think they should say anything at all. Anything at all. Voice is low on Twitch. We need some more volume. We need some more volume. How are we feeling about that? Better, worse? Better, worse, better, worse. Check, check, check. Okay. Better, better, better. Okay. Thank you. New sound. All right, cool. So again, Arl says, I don't think we can judge that screen caption for using the powers. Hopefully it's better. This screenshot, again, it looks good. Looks good. Not mad at this at all. People dressing up as the Fantastic Four. So again, they're loved. And I think that's what's going to make this movie different, is the Avengers are kind of like out there a little bit, right? They're kind of like, yay, the Avengers. Even after the first Avengers scene, it was like people holding signs and like, yay, we like the Avengers. Yee. That's my Kevin Hart impersonation. Yee, Avengers, yee. But at the same time, Hulk destroys the city and everybody's like, oh crap. So the Fantastic Four, it would be nice to see them as heroes that people are just like behind. The Fantastic Car, I was out on this. I thought this looked really terrible when they showed it at what was it, Comic-Con? I'm digging it now though. This looks,
Finish him.
that looks really, really dope, because it's got that 60s feel with a very, very hyper futurism kind of thing. I like that a lot. Arl says, yeah, I don't know why Scarlet did that. It made no sense. Yeah, because she can't break the fourth wall, from my understanding. I mean, she can warp reality, but I like the car. I like the fire effects. That's what you were talking about. The thing running, bro. Holy smokes. To me, that's the thing they really got to nail. Even if Sue's effects look a little weird for me, if they nail Human Torch and the Thing, which that little bit right there is pretty believable. Yeah, that looks great. That looks really, really great. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Almost done here. It's done. Who is this guy? Anybody? Ideas? Gandalf? Is that you?
Was really good.
I have no idea who that is. Is it Reed from the future? From the Council of Reeds? Looks like he's in outer space without a helmet on. That shot right there. This probably would have been a C trailer for me. It probably would have been a C trailer, but that shot right there, homie, that one right there.
It's over 9,000! What 9?
I need a giant purple robot to be in this movie. And ladies and gentlemen, we're getting a giant purple robot. I am so excited for this.
Okay, I like it. Picasso.
Come on. This is going to be great. All things aside, I don't want Doom until the end. And then the suits. We got to talk about the suits. Good reveal. Pretty quick. This trailer did just enough. It did just enough. I really do like this. I like that they're popular superheroes in matching costumes in the 1960s. I think it works. And the music at the end, the Fantastic Four. This part gets me here. Fantastic Vision. I love it. What are your guys' thoughts on this, man? Are you going to see the Fantastic Four? Let me know. I'm going. Like I said, hype level probably at I think a B. A B is good. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with a B. I'm good with that because all it has to do is just fix stuff. If the next 2 movies fix things and set us back on course, pun intended, I'm good. I'm okay. What we can't have happen, what we cannot have happen is Captain America and or Fantastic Four be horrendous. We cannot have an Eternals right now because Superman is gearing up. And not that Superman can't be good. But if this movie bombs, like I'm talking about, we go to it and it pulls what the last Fantastic Four movie does, where it just like stops. Something crazy. And I'm not talking about if people review bomb it. I don't care. If in general, the fans like you and I, the people that are watching this channel, we go and we leave out of the movie theater going B minus, even a C. I feel like we can be okay. I think we can be okay because the Fantastic Four, in my estimation, they're very much like Captain America was. We're kind of in a space where Captain America was, right? In the MCU, we had 2 awesome Iron Man movies. At the time, I thought Thor was pretty decent because Thor had a pretty huge task in front of it, right? To do the cosmic stuff. And then for my money, I still think the best depiction of the Hulk. Most people don't like the Hulk movie. I didn't even like the Hulk until I saw that movie. So Captain America had to do something where it had to be a period movie, but then come into the modern. And while it's one of the weaker MCU films, it did that successfully enough to get us to Avengers, right? And I think that's where Fantastic Four is. Fantastic Four has to be, they've got to come out of the past into the modern time and still be relevant. And if they can do that, and then eventually we get to Secret Wars and Doomsday with this Fantastic Four not coming off corny, I think they win. I think it's a dub. If you can translate these characters into modern times, which there are some great modern comics of the Fantastic Four. you know. But where we are in the MCU, they've got to make sure, because here's why I say all that. This film specifically can be their family film. This can be their Disney, you know, hey, we can plaster the Fantastic Four everywhere if they do it right, where a grandma will go watch Fantastic Four with her grandkids. That's where I'm hoping this lands, right? You can't take a grandma to Deadpool. And we've had some Deadpools. We're getting Daredevil. We're getting some pretty heavy stuff. They need something that's going to be a little bit more Mickey Mouse, if you will. And I think this could be it. You can still have Doom be bad. You can have Galactus. I mean, Galactus can be somewhat scary, but at the end of the day, kids are going to go, he's a giant robot, right? I think it has the potential for that. And what I'm seeing from this trailer, I think they've got it in a pretty good space. Just with some time, let's get some of these effects going. I think we'll be okay.
Combo breaker!
That's my thoughts, guys. Pretty good trailer. Does the job well. Shouldn't have waited to the Super Bowl, probably. But then again, as I think about it, maybe they wanted to get ahead of this. Maybe, just maybe, they wanted this out because it's Fantastic Four Day, 2/4/25. I get it. But maybe the big Marvel thing is going to be Captain America for the Super Bowl, which is honestly what they should do. When I think about it, that is what they should do. Their movie right now is 100% Captain America, and it needs to be. If I'm doing a Super Bowl spot, I'm revealing, and I know he's leaked already, but I'm revealing the leader at the Super Bowl spot. That would give enough internet nerds and fandom what they want to go, hey, go see this movie next week. The leader's in it. Here's what he looks like. I think that would be enough. That might be what they're doing. I sound pretty smart.
Ooh, okay!
It's like I know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. That's it, guys. Let's see. Clue says, I still assume that is the universe Victor Von Doom came from. Yeah. I mean, is it something as simple as we get a one-off, kind of like RL said, where it's like, we told Doom to stop messing with stuff, and now Galactus found our planet. It could be that simple. I don't need a reveal. I don't need to see him outside of the mask. I think that should do it. Oh my goodness. I'm looking for comments, and this thing is not updating. Let's see. Who said article posted all the things you need to know about Red Ghost? Okay. You need to speak on the professional Earthshaker that happened this week. This is the Marvel marketing department needs to be fired immediately. They should have waited till Sunday when they have all eyes on deck. But I'm still on the Luka and AD trade. Legendary move by the NBA and the Lakers. Maybe they know something we don't. Like I said, I think they're going to push Captain America, which is the right thing to do. And then the thing is, no pun intended, if you drop this trailer 2-3 weeks after Captain America, because again, we got to keep that in mind too. This is going to air before Captain America. right? It's going to air before Captain America. So they're not going to pay for 2 spots. I mean, these movie spots are millions of dollars. So when I think about it, no, I don't know if this was the right time to release this. I think they should have released it maybe 2 weeks ago. It may have been too late. Because now that I think about it, you got to push Captain America. You really got to push Captain America. Arl said, let's see. Lakers and Luka. I think this is the best move the Lakers have made in years. I've been saying for years, and you guys can go back to our Discord and look. People were talking about, what if they trade LeBron? And I was like, there's no way you trade LeBron James, a generational talent. No way. You get rid of glass ankles. I won't stop wearing Kobe Bryant shoes. Anthony Davis. I mean, you can go back and look in the Discord. It makes no sense to have Anthony Davis on that team. Is Luka going to work? I don't know. But shoot, now you might look at moving LeBron now. Send him to Golden State. What if they traded LeBron to Miami for Jimmy Butler? Wouldn't that be crazy? I'm getting off topic. Arl said, yes, you can take your grandma to Deadpool, by the way. Man, I don't know. I ain't taking my grandma. Nope.
Nice work, Bone Daddy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I guess. Modern comics of the Fantastic Four. We can't mention the comic of Reed hitting his wife and Sue's promiscuous thoughts with T'Challa. Well, right now we don't even have a T'Challa. And the rumor was that they were going to recast him. And then another rumor now, they're not. None of that happened, people. Oh, gosh. J Talk 3 says, I'm thinking of trying to get a third victory against Pink Floyd. Let me know if you do it, bro. Go take that man out.
Okay, I like it, Picasso.
I love that. A selfish move because Dallas only wanted to trade with the Lakers and Luka didn't want the max. I think Dallas has been in trouble since they got Kyrie. I've been saying for years, Kyrie is just like Melo. They're not franchise guys. I think there's more to the story. Arlo says it's the best move the NBA has made in years. Absolutely. Absolutely. J-Talk says I might wait until T1000 arrives. That's not a bad idea. That'd be a good way to learn, right? Using T1000. Yeah, for sure. Does CP3 go to the Nuggets? No, I don't think CP3 is going anywhere. Honestly, right now, if we're talking NBA, the Spurs, and this pains me to say this, on paper, I think the Spurs are going to win it. The Spurs got better with Fox, Wembley, CP3. I mean, they look good. Biggest excuse by Dallas, Luka is out of shape. That was the most ridiculous, lame excuse ever, Clue says. Absolutely. Let's be serious. You guys just didn't want to pay him. That's ridiculous. J-Tuck says, to get that third victory, how was your day? It was good. It was pretty good. Some weird things, but, at the end of the day, I got here to stream with you guys. I got this amazing kid over here. Got one upstairs, and my wife's with me, man. I need to go eat. I can't complain, man. God's been good to me, and you know what? When life is hard, it's very awesome to be able to hang out with you guys on this stream. So I've got nothing to complain about. Earl says Thunderbolts deserve a Super Bowl spot. Not yet. I don't think, again, your movie right now that's coming out in a week, you've got to put all of that money behind that. And I think that's why they even picked, I almost said the 4th of July. Valentine's Day, right? And that's the other thing. That's probably why Fantastic Four trailer came out before, because you got to have Fantastic Four trailer. Everything now goes to Captain America. Then soon as Captain America is getting ready to come out of theaters, then you drop Thunderbolts, another Thunderbolts trailer, and you really push Thunderbolts hard. And then vice versa. When Thunderbolts hits theaters, maybe I would still go 2 weeks before Thunderbolts. Then we get a full Fantastic Four, and it continues. J-Talk says, I saw this trailer and it was fantastic. I love that. It was fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I did. I really did. Was it the cream of the crop?
The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better.
No, I don't think it was the cream of the crop. But was it? Was it decent? Did Marvel put out another good trailer?
Another one.
Yeah, it was a good trailer. Clue said, wait until you get the KD or Zion trade. Jimmy may be the biggest trade, but wait when you hear the Zion and KD moves. KD, I heard the rumor is KD is trying, or they're talking to KD to go back to Golden State. I think it's a fantastic idea, pun intended. But I don't think that Golden State lineup could beat the Spurs. I'm sorry. And I'm not a Spurs fan at all. Never have been. But yeah. Earl said they drop a TV spot every day of the same stuff. It's the same scene every time. I think this next one, like I said, they're going to show the leader. They're going to show something brand new at the Super Bowl. And I think that's going to set everyone, they have to. It's going to set everybody back into, oh man, we can't wait to see this movie again. All is right. Clue says, Thunderbolts, yes, only because you want to tease the Marvel Superman this century. Guys, I got some bad news for you. I don't think anybody cares about Sentry. I really, truly believe that. I think Sentry's a one and done in this Thunderbolts movie. He's a one and done. There's no way you can have Sentry in Marvel for long. They're going to find a way to Suicide Squad. Like, he's going to go out in a way that's like funny. I think it'll be like Yelena, like putting a bomb on the back of him or something. J-Talk says, I'm hoping T-1000 has a parry like in the T2 movie where the Terminator hits the T-1000 and his fist goes through the T-1000. Ooh, bookmark that. That would be...
One for JJ.
That would be dope. I like that idea a lot. The leader is confirmed as the final spot. Yeah. Makes sense, right? I would do it as a Super Bowl spot, and then I'd run that Super Bowl spot for the next week. Because, ladies and gentlemen, next week is Valentine's Day. Get your gifts now. Do it.
Finish her.
All right? Make sure that's happening. Yeah. That's my prediction. They double down on Captain America. I mean, they have to. I think Anthony Mackie has proven. I'm watching Captain America again, and I go, or Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I think I'm on the last episode, and I've liked every episode. I didn't go live on Instagram. Oops. I've liked every episode. I thought I didn't like this. I watched it again. I was like, oh, maybe I should give Eternals another shot.
Nope.
Early predictions for the post-credit scene in Fantastic Four. Yeah, I think we do get Doom at the end. And it's something as simple as he has the mask on, he takes it off, kind of puts it on his side and goes, all right, back to Latveria. And he jumps through a portal. Fast forward a couple of movies, he comes out of that portal, and he's not in Latveria anymore. J-Talk says, I feel like T-1000 will strike fear in a lot of MK1 roster, especially if he has that counter. That would be dope. You heard it here first, NetherRealm. Select, can you explain there is an actual double standard of the two Captain Americas because Steve went against the government as well. Well, that is what's so interesting about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV show is that when I'm watching Isaiah Bradley, his conversation with Sam in there is exactly that. He's literally talking about the double standard that happens, and he talks about Steve being blonde hair and blue eyed, and that he would never, he doesn't fit that, and he literally ends it with, "They'll never let a black man be Captain America," and it was like, how profound was the writing of that? Because it works within the story, but it's also meta enough for what was going on. While I felt like it wasn't like Black Widow, where Black Widow was like, or excuse me, not Black Widow, Captain Marvel, where it was like, I'm a woman, I'm strong, and then they didn't show it. It was like, no. She is super powerful. She is super strong. But the way you show it is how they showed it in Endgame. She just punches Thanos. Thanos headbutts her. And oh my gosh, she doesn't even budge. That was dope. That was showing, not telling. And that's not a thing against women in power at all. What that is that is good storytelling. And that's what I liked about Falcon and the Winter Soldier is like, yes, he is telling, but he's catching the audience up. Whereas in Captain Marvel, he was like, I'm super cool. I'm super good. You should like me. And it was like, nah. It doesn't work like that. For Isaiah Bradley specifically, he's telling like, this is what happened to me. This is how it doesn't work. And so it's a commentary within the movie and outside of the movie. And that's what kind of made it deep. I encourage you guys to go watch that. That monologue, he probably should have gotten an award for that, because that was deep. J-Talk says, I meant into. Oh, I feel like the T-1000 will strike fear. Oh, into a lot of the roster. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I bet you his fatalities are going to be, they're going to be liquid, metallic fire.
Fatality.
Clue said, if there was a Captain America red, white, and black as a special presentation, people are not ready if they saw it, even if they brought his son Josiah X to tell you the same. You know, I would love that. I would love that, to see a younger Isaiah Bradley. Special presentation of that. Give me an hour of him. Again, go back and watch that conversation, but he talks about how he goes and he saves a bunch of his brothers in arms, and how they thought of him and thought of the soldiers that they experimented on as evidence rather than people. Show him doing that. That would be, I would sign up for Disney Plus again. I mean, I would definitely sign up for that. That would be a very good special presentation. J-Tuck says maybe some of his intro dialogues talking about T-1000 will be like, I can't be the reason with, and I will not stop. Man, and who are they going to get to voice him? Who said that book was dark? It was. And not only that, but what if they tied that into Thunderbolt somehow? That could be kind of dope. I'd definitely watch it. I would definitely be up for that. Selectors, you guys are awesome, man. Robert Patrick was confirmed to voice his own character from T2. So he's coming back. Let's go. Oh! Did not know that. Nice. Very nice. He's got to have the arms. Kind of like, it should be like a Baraka move. That'd be pretty cool. I guess we'll see. They haven't done a combat cast for him yet, as far as I know. I stopped doing the combat cast because I was not excited for Conan at all. Conan, as they said. You know, Clue, I'm going to go and change the voice actor who does my overall stuff, because it might just be him saying Conan and not Conan like it should be. Should be Conan. I did not watch the movie. I was supposed to watch the movie this weekend. Dang it. I need to go watch that. The reason I haven't is I went back and started watching Captain America. Or The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. By the way, Baron Zemo is on the raft. Some of that stuff I kind of forgot, man. Yeah, I think they butchered his name for sure. I'm going to change the voice and see if, like, the default calls him Conan like he should be. We'll see. We'll see. Well, awesome, guys. Fantastic Four teaser and official teaser trailer. I'm going to give a B minus. I could be persuaded to a B minus, but a B. Not terrible. Am I super hyped for Fantastic Four? I mean, not till the end, till I saw Galactus. I think Galactus is going to come out really cool. And we'll see what happens with the Silver Surfer. We'll see if those effects got to look good, man. They got to look good. J-Talk says, I thought of a good one with him and Shang Tsung. Or Shang. So you have the ability to morph into anyone. T-1000. Yes. I can anything that I touch. Ooh. That would be dope. I like that. Who says it's the better F4 compared to the other one so far? Yes. Yeah, and what I'm going to do, I want to do a breakdown of the other Fantastic Four movies, or at least a review of them. I enjoyed the first. I enjoyed the second one for what it was. I was really hyped to see the Fantastic Four. Only because the Silver Surfer was in it, and I believe Lawrence Fishburne played the voice of him. And I was like, I'm down. I'm a huge Matrix fan. So, Clue said, basically, it's the reboot of a reboot. Well, there was the one that never aired in like the 80s. Then they rebooted it to the one with Jessica Alba. Then they rebooted it with Fantastic Four with Michael B. Jordan. And now they're rebooting it. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with this movie. The bar for this movie is like C. Like, as long as it's a C, I'm okay. Because the other movies were either goofy or, like I said, if you guys have ever seen Fantastic Four, it's a triple entendre. Yeah. That Fantastic Four movie with Michael B. Jordan is horrendous. I mean, it is. Hang on before I say this out loud. Hold on. Wait for it. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to say it. It's the worst comic book movie of all time. It's the worst comic book movie of all time. It's worse than Eternals. It's worse than Morbius. How is it worse than those movies? Eternals ultimately just didn't make sense. Right? But it was a complete movie. Morbius, really bad effects, pretty bad acting. But it had a beginning, middle, and end. Fantastic Four, literally. No comic book accurate costumes, of course. You got a strange thing where they adopted Sue, which is like, again, I get it. They wanted to cast Michael B. Jordan. He was the new thing. But they should have just casted a black Sue and then been done with it. Right? We had to go this whole route where Sue had to still be blonde hair, blue eye. It's just, why? Right? But that's not even what makes the movie bad. It's the way that they do Doctor Doom that just, I mean, it makes the first two movies look like, that Doom was fantastic, pun intended, compared to what they did with Doom in that Fantastic Four. And then all of a sudden, the movie starts to get like 0.52737% better. And they get ready to like go after Doom. And the movie just ends. Like the credits just roll. And you're like, what just happened? It's not worse than Madam Web. No, I got to go with worse than Madam Web. I got to go with worse than Madam Web. Because Madam Web, again, at least ended. You at least kind of went, I can't wait for this movie to be over. And then they did something goofy at the end and they were all in their costumes. And then the movie ended. Fantastic Four, you're like in the middle of like, oh, this is something good is going to happen. There's going to be some kind of action. And then the movie stops and you're like, no way they like a big budget movie just stopped like that. Imagine, I'm going to give you context. Imagine that Empire Strikes Back happens like this, right? Luke finds out that Darth Vader is his father, right? He's falling down. He gets his arm cut off, right? And he's falling down like the bottom of the ship. And we know that he falls out and he's like hanging onto the bottom of the ship and they come and pick him up. Imagine that he's falling down in those tubes, sliding in those tubes, and the movie just stops. That's what happened in Fantastic Four. It's just like, what? Did he fall out of the ship? Did they save him? Did what? It is bad. Fantastic Four, you're better off watching Ghost Rider 2-3 times in one day, for sure. Ghost Rider 2 was not great. It was not great. But again, it had an ending. Yet Clue says, yet the Reed Richards will be the Council of Reeds with the other ones. Well, now, again, rumor is Jonathan Majors is coming back, right? I need Reed to catch him. I think that would be the way, because that's the other thing we didn't talk about in this trailer. As much as the Fantastic Four have to do this family thing, we need Reed to be established as the smartest man on the planet. When he comes in, he needs to... I mean, you cannot put him and Ant-Man in the same room. You know what I mean? J-Tuck said, peace. All right, thanks. Thanks, bro. Arl said, I think Madam Web is 1A and F4 is 1B. Madam Web is bad. Madam Web is a TV movie. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. But like I said, it's bad. Don't get me wrong. And 1A, 1B, I can go with that. Arl said, I need you to rewatch on stream for me. What, Fantastic Four? Maybe we'll do a watch party. We could do a watch party. I think they're on Disney Plus. Who said, yes, I have broken down that theory as well on Discord. Okay, cool. And J Tuck said, you're welcome. Thank you, guys. I'm going to go get some meat. I'm starving, Marvin. Do 2 things for me, though. Be kind to one another. Remember to choose your destiny.
Choose your
Arlo
destiny.
says, when Fantastic Four cross over the current universe, who will they first meet? Predictions? I think they meet Kang. All those Kangs And that's what I'm saying. Reed's got to stop those Kangs. Doom one shot all the Council of Kangs. Then you have the Council of Reeds, including Evil Reed, aka the Thinker, capturing Kang Prime. That's what I'm saying. And then what they do is Reed has him, right? Doom comes in. Reed's gonna, put him in the negative zone. It's been so long since I've read that book. Negative zone. And behind the scenes, Doom does what he does to Thanos. And he just King Prime gives him the old Sub-Zero. Gives him the Sub-Zero and spine rips him. That would be. Could you imagine if Marvel went there and Doctor Doom? I mean, he rips out Thanos' head and his spine. Crazy. All right, burn it down.
Burn it down!
Have a great night, selectors. We'll see you on the next one. My name's Select Screen, and I'm out.